Hello everyone, Constitutionalist Libertarian here. And today we're actually going to be taking a look at two articles in this video. One of them is from the Harvard Crimson, the other one's actually from NPR. They're both on the same topic. The thing is the reason why I chose to do it with two is you look at what CNN did, you look at what MSNBC did in regards to reporting on this. They pretty much didn't do any research. They took what the Harvard Crimson put out there and used that to run their stories. NPR, on the other hand, they took it and they ran and they turned it into their own little fucking thing. And oh my God, did they. So I understand this is like a June 5th, June 6th type thing, and here we are, we're about a week away from the end of June, but I wanted to cover this because it's just so messed up. I mean, because I do live, within 30 minutes, we'll say 40 minutes of Boston, so I'm aware of what's gone on in Harvard, and you have this situation where you have blacks wanting to segregate themselves and have a separate graduation. You have this thing where social justice is driving the school mad. You have Jim Crow fucking shit going on, and it's the blacks that want it. You have this feminazi and social justice warrior thing going on. And this is a private institution, fine. It's supposedly, a premier institution from that's known from around the world. And people pay a lot of money to go there. They should be instilling educations that are tangible, that are based off of things like the Socratic method, not critical theory and Marxism and SJW feminist fucking shit, postmodern bullshit. Just that shouldn't be the case. And you would think that the university being basically for profit, they are private and they are not cheap. They have to understand that people need to make money in order to go there. They need to, so if they want legacies, because this school used to love legacies because wealth goes on. The wealth is shrinking. So they're losing their base. But yet they're committing business suicide. Because it's not like they're like a state college where they can just keep sucking off of the government's tit and surviving doing this shit. But that's how things are with Harvard. This is just so messed up. And you would think that being, a report, and you would think if someone was going to report on this, they would actually look into what these memes and jokes and other things, because this was all jokes, this was all humor, it was off color, it was inappropriate, it definitely was, stuff that would upset the leftist SJW feminazi types. So you would think that they would show it, but because of the situation, I'm sure they're blowing it completely out of proportion, and these poor students, the 10 here that lost their admission to Harvard are having to pay a price because you've got fucking offended little leftists going, "Oh, that hurt me. That's violence against me." So now these 10 people are fucked. Their futures are now screwed because no other Ivy League college is going to touch them when Harvard fucking kicks you out. It looks like you're going to community college, bub. So let's see who's created this fucking leftist propaganda shit show piece from the Harvard Crimson. It's Hannah Natanson, Crimson staff writer. So we've got an entitled little bitch who's going to a school that probably mommy and daddy are paying for, and she's pushing this fucking shit. If I was her parents, I'd cut her the fuck off. I would seriously cut this girl the fuck off. I'd be like, bitch, you want to go to college? You better fucking start going to work, and the local community college is that way, because I ain't paying for Harvard anymore. You want to go into debt? Go get the loans. I ain't securing them with you. That's on you. So, I mean, look at this. You know, Harvard rescinds acceptance for at least 10 students for obscene memes. For obscene. Who's justifying it as obscene? Obviously, Hannah Nathanson, because I'm betting I wouldn't find them obscene. I'd probably look at them and go, yeah, that's politically incorrect, and laugh. Because from what I'm guessing, this was some funny shit. Because you look at how... I've learned the more humor offends someone on the left, the funnier it usually is. So I would love to see what these fucking memes were. I really would. Harvard College rescinded admissions offers to at least 10 prospective members of the class of 2021 after the students traded sexually explicit memes and messages that sometimes targeted minority groups in private Facebook group chat. So they did this privately. So someone had to infiltrate the group, being a little busybody, fucking nosy little fucking scumbag piece of shit leftist. Probably a feminist, I wouldn't doubt it. And they're trying to say sexually explicit. Oh, well, what's the proof? So you're making comments with absolutely no backing. You're making accusations here. You're a reporter. I'm assuming you're planning on making a profession of it when you're a staff writer for the Harvard Crimson. Knowing that, you kind of violated one of the tenets of being a reporter by doing that right off the bat. I hate to break it to you. Your journalism professor don't know what the fuck he's doing and shouldn't be teaching you. He shouldn't even be teaching at a community college when this is considered acceptable. When you're making accusations like that, what you should be doing is saying, you shouldn't be adding context like that. You're supposed to be reporting just the facts. They were screwed because of memes. Doesn't sexually explicit? Oh no, they were also targeting minority groups. So what you're saying is they're misogynist, sexist, racist. Yeah, you're just doing the typical feminist shit. You're just jading it. Well, actually, no, you're trying to hide it. You're more like trying to shade it. A handful of admitted students formed the messaging group titled, at one point, Harvard Memes for Horny Bourgeoisie Teens on Facebook in late December, according to 2 incoming freshmen. So, yeah. So this was a playoff, you little fucking commie, fucking Marxist little fucks. This was like a play off of you fucks. Alright? You Marxist moron. Don't you get fucking humor? Because that's what Marx called the fucking people that, like, you people don't like, the bourgeoisie. Dumb bitch got no sense of humor. Oh, that's priceless. In the group, students sent each other memes and other images mocking sexual assault. Proof? Where's your proof? You're making accusations, bitch. The Holocaust. Proof? Where's your proof, bitch? Because this shit violates the terms of service of fucking Facebook, and guess what? They didn't have any problems with Facebook. And the deaths of children. Okay, context, please. According to screenshots of the chat obtained by the Crimson. Okay, well, when you have screenshots, bitch, you're supposed to, like, show your evidence. You didn't put it here. So clearly, you're, like, hyping shit up. Because if you had put the actual shit up, you know that people would be doing what I'm doing right now more so. You don't want that because you're trying to push a narrative. They'd be calling you out. Some of the messages joked that abusing children was sexually arousing. Okay, proof? Again, because when you accuse someone of making pedophilic jokes, you're fucking making a serious accusation, you dumb bitch. Where the fuck is your proof? Where's your actual evidence? Let's see it. While others had punchlines directed at specific ethnic or racial groups. Okay, politically incorrect humor has been around for a very long time. Chris Rock has made it about blacks and whites. Dave Chappelle, blacks and whites. Very explicit stuff. Richard Pryor, blacks and whites. Red Fox, blacks and whites. And I'm just naming off blacks that could do it. And you've had plenty of whites that have done it too. You've had plenty of Asians do it. Hell, Asians, they can sit there, make fun of whites, blacks, Hispanics, and people just go, if an Asian does it, it's fucking funny. It's only white people that you have a fucking problem with them doing it with, you fucking politically correct fucking Marxist dumb bitch. Alright. I gotta see your name again, just so I can address you. Hannah. Oh, yeah. Your parents are probably from my generation naming you that fucking stupid name. One called Hypothetical Hanging of a Mexican Child, Pinata Time. Proof! It is funny, but I still want proof. It's not correct. And, yeah, I'm laughing at it. But when you're using this and you have no context to everything else, I would love to see what you're talking about hanging a child, because I'm guessing it's not with a noose. I'm truly guessing there was no noose involved in the meme. But you're trying to imply that. Because people aren't that fucking sick, and that would definitely violate Facebook's terms of service. And I'm sure it didn't end up having a problem with Facebook, because that would instantly get flagged on leftist fucking, Marxist fucking communist Facebook. That shit, especially if the kid had a noose around his neck, would be flagged in a heartbeat. After discovering the existence of the contents of the chat, Harvard administrators revoked admission offers to at least 10 participants in mid-April, according to several members of the group. University officials had previously said that Harvard's decision to rescind a student's offer is final. Well, considering that this was all done on the note of postmodern, Marxist, leftist, communist-loving, bug up their ass, can't let people have their free speech, because this was done on the behalf of a minority that believes those things, is that way. These 10 people have had their futures fucked. And instead of calling out Harvard, Hannah, you stupid bitch, because you are a Marxist. You agree with them, I'm sure. And instead of calling Harvard out for fucking over these 10 people's lives because of exercising free speech and having a fucking joke session, because that's what that is. Memes are jokes. I mean, the truth might hurt on them, but they're usually pretty fucking funny. Like that Pinata Time one, if you showed the actual context of it, probably is fucking funny. I mean, just the fucking caption and then the mental picture is funny. College spokesperson Rachel Dane, because we can't say spokesman because it's Rachel, wrote in an emailed statement Saturday that we do not comment publicly on the admission status of individual applicants. You would love for them to, after you fucks like you, Hannah, destroyed the future of these kids. This shit right here makes me glad I'm not your parent. Because I'd cut you right the fuck off if you had any part in this. I would cut you off in a fucking heartbeat, bitch. Your head would spin so fucking fast. When your credit cards got cut off, you're fucking, I'd repo the car, everything, bitch. You'd have nothing. Because you're going to fuck a kid out of a future like that. Hey, you fucked yourself out of yours. At least me paying for it. That's how I see it if you did something like this, if you were part of it. The chat grew out of roughly a 100-member messaging group that members of the class of 2021 set up in early December to share memes about popular culture. So, of course, shit is going to be politically incorrect with that. Admitted students found and contacted each other using the official Harvard College Class of 2021 Facebook group, which is one of the reasons why the group was set up. I love how choice in getting quotes from someone. A lot of students were excited about forming group chats with people who shared similar interests. Jessica Zhang, 21, an incoming freshman who joined both chats, wrote in an email. Someone posted about starting a chat for people who like memes. You obviously cherry-picked little Jessica Zhang because I'm sure there were a lot of other people, and most of them who weren't a minority were defending the memes and basically telling you, bitch, you're a fucking tripping fucking moron. I would not doubt that. Because they hadn't been they had been indoctrinated in high school, but they hadn't had that Harvard indoctrination into fucking Marxism. They still had their parents and their day-to-day lives to counter that fucking high school Marxist shit. So I'm sure a lot of them fucking went, bitch, you're fucking tripping. Messages shared in the original group were mostly lighthearted, wrote Zhang, who said she did not post in the split-off meme group and that her admission offer was not rescinded. But some members soon suggested forming a more R-rated meme chat, according to Cassandra Luca, 21, who joined the first meme group but not the second, who also said her offer was not revoked. You really like pulling out the fucking women minorities, don't you? Well, Luca's Italian. Or at least I believe that's Italian. They are a shrinking population, so yeah, technically she could be considered a minority. Which way, with the way Italy Italians are shrinking as a population, she soon will be. Or actually, yeah, well, Luca's a first name's more Eastern European, but anyways, it doesn't matter. It's her last name. You cherry picked these fucking people. Seriously, Hannah. Well, and you're using people who did not go into the second group to make your fucking case here. Where's your people from this more R-rated one? Where are your fucking screenshots? Which memes, you don't need screenshots. They could have been downloaded. I mean, I'm sure they were fucking screenshotted too, but where's your fucking proof? This shit should be in the article. If you're going to make these accusations, you should be showing the actual evidence of what you're claiming. And you have none. You're going by people who weren't even in the fucking group. Lucas said the founders of the dark group, I love the dark in quotes, like trying to make it sound like the dark net, like it's such an evil and insidious, nasty, violent, vile, evil place. The dark group chat demanded that students post provocative memes in larger messaging groups before allowing them to join the splinter group. Do you have a second source to back this up? I highly doubt you do, Hannah. You know what's messed up? Is if you watch the second... I can't believe I'm going to say this. If you watched the second season of Supergirl, you would have probably learned more journalism from her editor, from Kara's editor, than you would from your fucking actual journalism professor. Which, on that note, I have to say, what he was instilling in her is the right shit. It's not leftist, but yet they were pushing leftist, Marxist, fucking feminist, fucking LBGTQ in that fucking second season, but yet he's teaching her actual shit that you should have learned I mean, when you can get more out of a fucking TV show, that's pretty sad. How much did you spend on your Harvard education? Because you got to have people that corroborate this. You can't just have one person saying it and then put it in print. You have to have corroboration. You have none. They were like, oh, you have to send a meme to the original group to prove that you could get into the new one, Lucas said. This was just because we got into Harvard. Doesn't mean we can't have fun. Can't have fun. Wow. You're using her as a source and she can't even speak proper fucking English. Which is why you've got this whole hyphenated fucking bullshit. This was a just because we got into Harvard doesn't mean we can't have fun kind of thing. Oh, God. That should discredit her as a fucking source. When you have to quote her like that, she's probably not someone you want to be leading off with on making a claim. She would probably be your secondary source to back it. Employees in the admissions office emailed students who posted offensive memes in mid-April, asking them to disclose every picture they sent over the group, according to one member of the chat whose admission offer was revoked. The student spoke only on the condition of anonymity because he did not want to be publicly identified with the messages. I'm guessing he was one of the stupid fucks who actually handed in his copies of the memes that he sent. Which is why he's one of the 10. Because I would put money that more than 10 sent or posted quote-unquote inappropriate memes. I'm sure more than 10 did. And these 10 stupid fucks were the ones whose mummies and daddies didn't say, they went, oh, you better do it. No. It was the mummies that, nope, don't do it. Don't give them anything to hang you with. I mean, that's fucking sad. Hannah, it was people like you who cost this guy his fucking future at possibly his whole future. Definitely his future at Harvard, which sets you up to go pretty much anywhere. The admissions committee was disappointed to learn that several students in a private group chat for the class of 2021 were sending messages that contained offensive messages and graphics. Reads a copy of the admissions office email obtained by the Crimson. Obtained by the Crimson. Yeah. I'm thinking that deserves a fucking lumber. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because obtained, it was more like it was probably handed to you by your fucking student advisor, like, you know, the professor that's your student advisor for the paper. Obtained by the Crimson. What did he do? He fucking went over and printed it out. Or she went over and printed it out. You stupid fuck. Trying to sound like it's more investigative than it really was. You're writing a fucking hit piece. A shit article. You're shit posting on the Crimson. And you're trying to make it sound like credible fucking journalism. You don't have who, what, when, where, and why, really. Because, alright, sources, you don't have multiple sources, really. You don't have anything backing what Lucas said. This is a fucking shitpost. This is something that some fucking moron would write on write and have it called fucking, bullshit. Have it called as fucking shit. Has it called as fucking propaganda. Because that's what it is. Bitch, you are fucked in the head. Seriously, you are fucked in the head. As we understand, you were among the members contributing such material to this chat. We are asking that you submit a statement by tomorrow at noon to explain your contributions and actions for discussion with the oh, excuse me, admissions committee. So they have absolutely nothing. And they're asking these people to hang themselves. I'd be like, I decline to comment. As long as you don't comment, they ain't got fucking shit on you. It's unfortunate. I have to reach out about this situation, the email reads. Bullshit. You want to because you're all little leftist fucks, Marxist fucks at the school. I don't understand why the alumni literally hasn't stormed the fucking campus. Okay? They could kick the shit. I mean, because that place put out fucking manly men at one time. Okay? Alright, fucking dudes rowing, crew. Fucking manly men were doing it. Okay? There are other, like, football. Manly men. I mean, yeah, you're going to Harvard, but it ain't like you're some rich kid on the fucking football team. Alright? You get onto Harvard's fucking football team. If you get a free ride, you're getting a great education, and you're not a slouch as a football player. So you had people that went there on athletics or whatever that were men. You had people that went there because their parents were affluent enough to afford it. That were men, on the note of the men, like themselves. And like women on the note of being women. And I'm not talking about subservient to men women. I'm talking about women who acted like women. Women who believed in equality, like real men believe in equality, like egalitarians, like a libertarian, like constitutional libertarian, like I am, whatever. But the alumni, these people, man and woman, male and female, because I'm sure they're not part of the 72 or 73 genders, they need to go and storm that fucking campus and go, look, motherfuckers, you want our money? Guess what? This shit ends. Because they have the power. A lot of these people contribute so much money to the college. It's not even funny. This is the only non-accredited college, pretty much, like, credible one. The only credible non-accredited college or university in the United States. And in the real world, if the accreditation wasn't taken over by fucking Marxists, it wouldn't fucking get accredited if it tried. I mean, that's pretty fucking sad. That's pretty fucked up. The anonymous student also said that administrators informed implicated students that their admission status was under review and instructed them not to come to Vista's Harvard's annual weekend of programming for prospective freshmen held at the end of April. Roughly a week later, at least 10 members of the group chat received letters informing them that their offers of admission had been withdrawn. Well, what these kids should have done, right off the bat, is lawyered up. All of them. They should have lawyered up together, got a good lawyer or a legal team to represent all of them together, and if these things met the claims that Harvard made, that Hannah's making, if they met those burden, that level, that burden of being to where they would lose their admission to Harvard, then every single one of them would have been removed from Facebook for the fact that it would have violated their terms of service, because it clearly would have. If it's racist, misogynist, sexist fucking shit, Facebook's going to fucking boot it. It's going to fucking... And those people would have had fucking at least temporary bans on the lockouts on their accounts and shit. If it was fucking violation of their shit, which if Harvard's using it like this, it clearly would have been a violation if it was that bad. And they should be suing, because if any of them have government, say, loans, and they're now going to have like money taken from that or whatever because they had to pay for the semester, I'd sue them to get the money back. Because you know Harvard's going to try to keep their fucking money. They're going to try to keep the semester's money. You know it. Hope they got legal representation to get the money back. Because you know Harvard ain't going to want to give it back. The description for the official Facebook group of the class of 2021, set up and maintained by admissions office, disclaims all administrative responsibility for unofficial groups and warns members their admissions offers can be rescinded under specific circumstances. So yeah, you better watch what you say in those other groups. You better self-censor yourself. You better violate your constitution. You're going here hoping to have a future, and I'm sure more than a few were looking to be Harvard students and then go to law school, probably at Harvard Law because it's easier to get in. And Harvard Law, let's just put it this way, it looks really good on your resume. So, here we are, we're talking about that, and yeah, this is just fucked up when they're saying that under specific circumstances. So yeah, self-censor yourself. We're gonna teach you to self-censor yourself, but then we're going to expand your horizons. The whole idea of going to a college or university is to have a safe space for free speech, if you're going to say anything is a safe space. And that means with it being a quote-unquote safe space for free speech, that all speech is protected. Okay? Should not be silenced. When Socrates was teaching his classes, teaching to people, they asked questions, they discussed things, actual discussion. When a society regresses that they can't do that, which that's why progressives are now known as regressives, when that happens in a society, there's a problem. As a reminder, Harvard College reserves the right to withdraw an offer of admission under various conditions, including if an admitted student engages in behavior that brings into question his or her honesty, maturity, or moral character, the description reads. Love how you pull that part out of it. But you still haven't shown the fucking proof of what they did. Hannah, where are these memes? Bitch, put up or shut up. It's because of people like you. And probably names that are fucking tame compared to the shit that's out there. These 10 people lost their fucking future. And if you had anything directly to do with it, like I said, if I was your fucking parent, you'd be completely cut off. You'd lose your car, your credit cards, your money, everything. I would cut you right the fuck off. And you'd have to earn your shit from that point forward. And if you thought I was joking, I'd be laughing in your fucking face going, bitch, you're the joke. Lucas said she had mixed feelings about the administration's move to revoke admissions offers. She said she was going back and forth on the matter. I can see why you cherry-picked her. On one hand, I think people can post wherever they want because they have the right to do that, Lucas said. I don't think the school should have gone in and rescinded some offers because it wasn't Harvard affiliated. It was people doing stupid stuff. It was a private fucking group. So you're not talking about who fucking went in and ratted them out. Who went in and got the fucking evidence? Because I'm guessing it wasn't one of the people in the group. I'm guessing it was a little leftist infiltrator who got a free pass for their shit. She added, though, that if Mame sent over the chat posed any kind of threat to members' lives or well-being, then she believed administrators' actions were justified, which they didn't. Other members of the class of 2021 said they strongly supported the admissions office's decision. Of course, because they're all little leftist fucks like you, Hannah, with your slanted little leftist fucking article, making it sound like they did the world's worst fucking thing, claiming they did shit, they were posting names that were racist, sexist, misogynist, that they had reeked of the patriarchy. Bitch, where's your fucking proof? Bitch, post them. Actually put them somewhere online. Let's see your fucking proof. Other members of the class of 2021 said they supported the admissions. Yeah, Zhang wrote that she thought the students' actions were indefensible and that the administration was correct in choosing to penalize those who posted obscene images. Who's deciding what's obscene? You chose that word obscene. What's obscene? What were the actual posts? You made all these claims, but you haven't shown them. If you're going to make claims, you have to show it. You have to show your evidence. You have to show your proof. You haven't shown any. This has just been a fucking baseless article making accusations, and your fucking teaching advisor on the... Your professor that's the advisor for the paper should be fucking fired. The tenured fuck. This does not follow proper journalism. It's a hit piece. There's no fucking who, what, when, where, why. There's no fucking actual showing your evidence. There's no multiple sources so that you have actual, like, backing, you know, more than one source saying the same fucking thing. This is a fucking joke. This thing is a fucking joke. I appreciate humor, but there are so many topics that just should not be joked about. Says who? You? Who the fuck are you, Zhang? Oh, you're probably some communist fucking Chinese bitch who's over here getting paid, going to fucking college on the fucking communist Chinese fucking dime. I'd love to know where the fuck you're from. Alright, I'm not being racist saying that, because only a leftist Marxist little bitch or a fucking bitch from fucking communist China would fucking say this shit. Seriously. I respect the decision of the admissions office to rescind the office because those actions really spoke about the students' true characters. Did you see the memes? No. She just asked you for comment. What were the memes? We haven't seen them. She didn't want to put them in the article because, oh my god, it would actually fucking probably show that she's a lying sack of shit. I do not know how those offensive images could be defended, she added. Well, if the images were if Hannah put the images here, I'm sure I could find a way to defend them, because I'm betting they weren't the way that you people are fucking trying to make them out, you leftist little fucks. Wyatt Hurt 21, who said he did not participate in either meme chat, agreed that he said he was glad administration took action. Well, of course, because he's a little fucking butthurt leftist little fucking type. I haven't seen any of the stuff firsthand. Okay, then why are you even talking to him, bitch? But I definitely think the administration made the right choice, and I think that as an incoming student, we all have our group chats and everything like that going on. We all pretty much universally agree it was the right decision, he said. No! Obviously, y'all don't agree, because I know of at least 10 fucking students that disagree. I'm sure there's another 90 in that fucking group or more that would disagree. Hurt added that he recently attended several scholarship conferences and that students he met at those events, many of whom he said planned to matriculate at Ivy League schools, also agreed that rescinding was definitely the way to go. Oh, God. Yeah, so they were probably people on minority and women-centric scholarships, so yeah. And I love how you choose to use a word like matriculate. You're trying to sound like you got a diverse grasp of the English vernacular there, Hannah. Because it sure looks like it. It sure looks like it. This incident marks the second time in 2 years that Harvard has dealt with a situation with incoming freshmen exchange offensive messages online. You mean fucking humor, bitch? That's what memes are. They're fucking jokes. The left can't take jokes. The left don't know what a fucking joke is. The left doesn't have a concept of humor. And it cost these 10 kids their fucking futures, most likely. Because they ain't going to go to any other Ivy League schools now. Because no one's going to touch them with a 10-foot fucking pole. Last spring, some admitted members of the class of 2020 traded jokes about race and mocked feminists. Oh no! They mocked feminists and probably La Raza and... Alright. In an unofficial class group me chat, prompting Dean of the College, Rakesh Kahuna, and Dean of Admissions and Financial Aid, Willem F. Fitzsimmons, 67, to issue a joint statement condemning the students' actions. So you had to throw in Fitzsimmons' class of 67. That's bad. Let's take a quick look at your fucking racially charged message crap. Let's see if you actually provided any fucking proof of this or the staff writers, I should say, that wrote it. No, okay. My college. I don't see anything here. I'm going through speed reading real quick. Okay, so you had some trading charges, trading card looking ones, memes basically, that included racially charged jokes. Okay, so your point? They're jokes. Can't take a joke, obviously. According to screenshots of the messages, another user in the group me included a screenshot of a tweet mocking feminists. Okay, yeah, they should be mocked. To quote Milo, feminism is cancer. Oh my God. So basically, yeah, this is all over jokes. And they're trying to use this fucking thing to back the other. This is fucking pathetic. Hannah, you're a fuckwit. Bitch. If I didn't cut you off, I'd be asking Harvard for a fucking refund. 'Cause my money was wasted. Holy shit, woman. Harvard College and the Office of Admissions and Financial Aid were troubled and disappointed to see a conversation that included graphics with offensive themes. Oh no! Graphics with offensive themes are violence to leftists. Offensive themes. Kahara and Fitzsimmons wrote in their statement, which they posted on Class of 2020's Facebook page. But administrators chose not to discipline members of Class of 2020 who authored the messages. The interim dean of student life, Thomas A. Dingham, 67, said in an interview at the time that the individuals in question were not matriculated students at this point. Just because you go to Harvard, you don't have to use words that people don't use in general general discussion, general conversation. I mean, this is just trying to fucking, like, I'm at Harvard. They were not matriculated. I mean, come on now. You're a fucking joke, Hannah. You really are. Now, I see the email address here. Don't pigpile on her. If you get something to say with her on calling her out on this, at least be nice about it. I mean, she's got her Twitter as well. Seriously, don't pigpile on her. Don't be dicks. But, so yeah, they chose not to discipline them because it was humor. But now humor will get you sent to the Stalag! I mean, come on now. Harvard admitted 5.2% of applicants from the class of 2021, accepting 2,056 of the nearly 40,000 total applicants. Roughly 84% of the students invited to join the class accepted their offer, marking the highest yield rate in recent memory. Yeah, well, I'm sure people are going to think twice now. Because, you know, hey, you got to give up your free speech to go to Harvard. Place that's going to teach, you know, that you could go and decide to become a lawyer and stick it out for 4 years for your undergrad, and then was it like 3 years or whatever it is for your law degree. So I mean, you could be there for 7 years, giving them, you know, $350,000, $400,000 of money. You might end up in debt doing it. You might have mommy and daddy doing it, but they're going to make a shit ton of fucking money off of you. What are they going to do? They're going to fucking tell you to shut up and use ways to keep you silent, stop you from exercising your free speech. It's a service industry. They're a business. They should be doing the opposite and be like, okay, you want free speech? Go right ahead. They shouldn't be doing the opposite of that. That's something that would happen in communism You know, it happens in socialism. Just look at the repeal of free speech that's going on in Europe right now because of the Muslim crisis, the Islamic extremist shit going on and all that. They're stopping people from speaking out about it and speaking about it because they don't want the shit getting out there. This is the same type of stuff because politically incorrect humor, in a lot of cases, especially memes, are like that feminist situation in the other article. There's humor in it, but there's truth to it. And humor allows you to bring about enlightening people to truth. It might not be politically correct. Odds are it probably won't be, because politically correct humor fucking sucks. You leftist fucks don't understand that. But yeah, let's quickly take a look at this NPR Ed, how learning happens. How indoctrination happens. That should be your tagline. How indoctrinating happens. Because the way that you fucking play this fucking one here, written on June 6th by Anya, yeah. Oh, looks like it's written by 3 people. Anya Jimenez, Kayla Lattimore, and Julie Deppenbrock. So we got 3 feminazi leftists who work for NPR who are probably fucking cat ladies writing about this shit. So, yeah, let's just go see where this shit show ends up. Harvard rescinds the admissions of 10 students. Okay, yeah. Basically robbed the headline from the Harvard Crimson. I mean, they did change it around a little bit, so they can't be nailed for plagiarism. This week saw a remarkable collision of free speech, toxic internet culture, and more, unfolding at one of the world's most prestigious universities. Toxic internet culture. You mean free fucking speech, bitch? Yeah. Oh no, clash of free toxic internet culture. No, it's a collision of free speech and Marxism. Get it right. Because toxic internet culture, you mean free speech, you mean the stuff that counters your leftist fucking narrative, you mean the shit that's fact-based, not feeling-based, you mean the shit that's based on Socratic method, not critical theory, that fucking toxic internet culture you're talking about? The one that busts your fucking narrative day in and day out? At least 10 admitted Harvard students in class of 2021 had their admission offers rescinded, yet after a group exchange of racist and sexually offensive Facebook messages. See, no proof, no evidence of this. We're going by the Crimson, who has no proof of this. They haven't presented it. NPR is trying to push this. So NPR is doing this slanted fucking shit. These 3 broads, Anya, Kayla, and Julie, are fucking sleazy. Anya, Kayla, and Julie, you are all fucking sleazy bitches. Anya, Kayla, and Julie. Oh, God. NPR Ed tries to focus on the types of colleges that the vast majority of American students attend. But this incident, small as it was, took place at the end of a school year that has been marked by clashes and riots pitting free speech against hate speech, both online and on campus. Slight problem. There has not been one riot on Harvard's campus. Bitch! Rich students don't riot. Unless they're Antifa little fucks, okay? And then they do, and then they're fucking associate professors and shit. Their student advisors, whatever the fuck that asshole was, they smash people in the head with bike locks, okay? Or they're dropouts like fucking moldy locks, who are going to take Nazi skulls. They ain't fucking Harvard students rioting. Oh, misrepresent shit much. And if people want to call me a liar, I live 30 minutes fucking away from Boston. I know what's going on around me. I stay current. And it's not pitting free speech against hate speech, because hate speech is free speech. See, you idiots, so try to push this hate speech thing. Because, we can whatever we can classify as hate speech, we can silence it. The Supreme Court just ruled the other day, basically, that you know, like with the slants thing, that's considered hate speech. That, no, you can't go and stop it. It's free speech. So, you basically are being sleazy here, girls. And I'm calling you girls intentionally. Because women, as in adults, wouldn't be doing the dishonest shit you're doing here. You're immature, infantile little girls. And this is your father speaking. Grow up. Well, I'm not your father, but if I was your father, I'd be disappointed in you. Elite colleges like Harvard are expanding financial aid, but still struggling to assemble classes that represents America's diverse population. So, girls, we know what you believe in, you leftist little Marxist bitches. You believe in equality of outcome, not equality of opportunity. Because they have everyone has the same opportunity to go to Harvard, but you know what? Yeah, women, minority women, more women, women and women. Oh yeah, we should give them special fucking treatment for Harvard. Because that's what you're basically saying, you little feminazis. Okay, yeah, minority women and more women. That's what you want. And despite the use of trigger warnings, the line between hateful memes circulated in chat rooms and voices amplified in campus auditoriums seems thinner than ever. Trigger warnings, bitch. If you need a fucking trigger warning, you shouldn't be going to fucking Harvard, okay? You should be in fucking preschool sucking on your goddamn fucking thumb. Because you're not an adult. If you can't handle the real world around you and you need someone to fucking trigger warn you that something might offend you, you seriously do not belong in the real world. You should be fucking living in fucking La La Land. You got a mental problem. And this is fucking pushing a propaganda fucking thing. I mean, just the way that they word this shit. Okay? And despite the use of trigger warnings, the line between hateful memes circulated in chat rooms and the voices amplified in campus auditoriums seems thinner than ever. Making a mountain out of a molehill here, bitches? Because you are. Hannah, whatever your name, Kayla, I think, and Julie. Meanwhile, college admission officers and high school counselors across the country are reminding students that what they say online can hurt themselves and others. So they're trying to say that you can assault people with free fucking speech, bitch. Just call it what it is. You can hurt yourself and others by expressing free speech, by saying stuff that might be offensive to some. That's assaulting them. That's what they're fucking doing, but you don't want to call it what it is. And on the note of hurting themselves, if they were actually saying something, and they were actually a legit non-Marxist, which is unlikely, they'd be going, well, yeah, you see, this stupid shit here, like with Harvard, it could come back to bite you in the ass. But no, that's not what they're doing. They're pushing this thing of free speech. Things that you say can be considered harmful. That can be considered an assault on someone. But they don't want to admit that. Because these women are dishonest little fucking leftist fucking shills. But first, let's back up and go over the details. According to our reporting, the Crimson members of Harvard's incoming class are invited to join an official Facebook group, which is moderated. From there, some students form their own group chats around interests or similarities, such as studying political science or being from New Jersey. Okay, so they're trying to make it sound innocent enough, but watch this. It goes from being perfectly innocent to dun dun dun, the misogynistic, sexist, racist, evil that it truly is, at least according to them. The students in question, admitted in early December, formed a group chat known variously as General Fuck-Ups and Harvard Memes for Horny Bourgeoisie Teens. Okay, which you don't get the humor in the whole bourgeoisie thing. That's probably one reason why they did have their admissions yanked. Because they're fucking calling out the Marxists, the Marxism, the communists at Harvard, which I find that so fucked up that a private for-profit institution like Harvard, that's known as an elite school, that's known as having at one time one of the best business programs, because I highly doubt it's based on anything other than socialism and crony capitalism. But yeah, when you have a university or a college, and a lot of people call it Harvard University around here, but it's a college. But yeah, you have Harvard College, and you end up having kids that are calling you out for being the Marxist you are, and you're a Marxist there. You're not going to like that. You're really not. So that's just a strike against you there, too. So, yeah. I mean, these kids were fucked because of free speech. Because the left can't take a joke. The left can't handle fucking shit. I mean, just look at how NPR here goes from here and takes this and tries to make it into, like, something that is so vile and evil. At one time, it had as many as 100 members. They sent one another images with captions that were racist and anti-Semitic, that made light of pedophilia, among other offensive themes. Where's your proof? Because all you people on the left, you're going off of the Crimson. Where's Hannah's proof at the Crimson? Because if you're going to accuse someone of fucking making light of pedophilia, you better have the fucking evidence in your hand, motherfuckers. Hey, bitches, where's your fucking evidence? Okay, I don't see you fucking showing the memes in your fucking article. I would think that you'd do a little research and ask Hannah at the Crimson Forum, oh, wait, could it be that they don't back your little narrative? Probably. Harvard spokeswoman, oh, God, NPR, 3 women writing it. We can't have gender-neutral spokesperson. We got to promote that whole women thing. I'm surprised you didn't spell woman with a Y in it. Harvard spokeswoman Rachel Dane told us in an email, we do not comment publicly on the admission status of individual applicants. The same exact fucking line that she gave the Crimson chick, Hannah. So did you really email her, or you just copying that? Like other colleges, Harvard has a policy of revoking admissions offers if an applicant does not graduate high school, has plunging grades in the last semester, is found to have lied on the application, or engages in morally questionable behavior. This can include online speech. Who decides what's morally questionable? Obviously, leftist Marxists. Ding, ding, ding. And what have these people won? Well, as part of that, they've won having their lives completely fucked. Not only that, good luck ever getting into an Ivy League school. You'll be lucky to be able to get into your local community college. Oh, wow. Real fucking winners after this shit. However, university officials and high school counselors we spoke with told us these policies are rarely invoked. Well, yeah, so this had to have been some bug-up-their-ass fucking Marxist fucking bullshit. Most students attend community colleges and public universities that don't care what memes their admitted students post online, said Jeremy Goldman of the Maryland School Counselor Association. Nevertheless, he says, we reinforce messages to students to be positive digital citizens in all contexts. Yeah, basically self-censor yourself, because guess what? If one of us little Marxist, leftist little fucks don't like it, we can completely destroy your fucking life. Because that's what's happened. That's what this was. Inappropriate, offensive, and threatening posts have much greater impact on students and their peers' emotional and social well-being than on-call... Oh, no! Offensive! Well, guess what? Someone will find, you'll find when it comes to something, you'll always find someone that's offended. The same with someone taking something as a threat. So what are you supposed to do? Oh, I guess just not supposed to talk at all online. Not supposed to have any social presence. Well, personally, I really don't agree with the whole social thing. I haven't had Facebook in a few years now. But yeah, so, I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. Stephanie Beacham, a spokeswoman for the University of California system, the nation... Oh, God. You go to the same fucking college system that Berkeley's in. The same fucking college system that created the little Antifa fucks. Oh, God, this is going to be fucking priceless, I bet. Okay, so let's see what Stephanie has to say. The nation's largest... yeah, it's the largest university system. It's a fucking socialist fucking haven. A Marxist communist fucking haven, okay? Let's see what... Said in an email that officials there do not actively monitor social media accounts. Social media presence plays no role in our admissions process. As we stated, only if an incident is reported to us that purportedly violates our principles of community under student code of conduct will it be investigated by the proper channels. Do you want to know why? Okay, after seeing what's been happening in California, do you really think that they want to be looking at their fucking students' social media? Because if they did, every one of the little Marxist fucks, when they're talking about beating up fucking quote-unquote Nazis and shit, that's the clear fucking violation of the code of conduct for the, you know, or principles of community, or the, yeah, so the principle of the community and the code of conduct, I'm sure it violates both. So yeah, they don't want to touch it with a 10-foot fucking pole because they're all radicalized little leftist fucks, I'm sure, you know, that they're taking in at Berkeley. Because they have such a small center to far-right population of students that, yeah, they really don't want to, because then they'd have to probably eject 2/3, 3/4 of their fucking students for the shit that they post online. Like, oh, I wish Trump would die type shit, you know? Like, that shit, oh yeah, that would, you know, or like, you know, them talking about, like, doing the deed themselves. Yeah, that would fucking get their asses booted. But all these leftists talk about doing the deed themselves, how they would like to kill them and all that shit. So, yeah, they'd be fucked. Nancy Bean is the president of the National Association. All fucking women in this. These bitches are fucking sexist. Haven't seen one man yet. Nancy Bean is the president of the National Association for College Admissions Counseling and a college counselor for 25 years. She says colleges can rescind offers for all kinds of reasons, but from our perspective, it doesn't happen very often. Nevertheless, she says she often reminds students, you have to be responsible for what you say, and if students make mistakes, they should own up to them. Yeah, well, the thing is you want them to own up to it so you can fucking screw them, because that's what happened with Harvard. That's what really happened with Harvard. I mean, I was raised, if you got the balls enough to do something, you better have the balls enough to admit it. That's a direct quote. Direct quote. And that was from a woman that raised me. That was my mother. But I'm sure in this instance, when you're on a fucking witch hunt and they're looking to fucking nail anyone that says something that the leftists don't like, she'd probably say keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't answer either way. Because you're fucked if you do. You're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. You're better off if you don't, though, because then they have the burden of proof on them to fucking go after you. Why hand them the fucking the means to fucking hang you? Hand them the rope? No. Why do that? According to the Crimson, oh god, so now they're talking about the fucking group me. Yeah, so the group me, freshmen engaged in similar behavior using, some private, this time they were criticized by university administrators, but not individually punished. Right, because, you know, we can't apply things equally. These leftists had their panties in a bunch, which they were both male and female, I'm sure, that were wearing panties, because leftists are all fucking bitches. Probably thongs. No, they wear granny panties. You probably all wear granny panties. But anyways, you all got them in a bunch. You got all upset. Then this time, 10 people had to pay, and they were made an example of. But in the past year, the question of what type of speech is permissible has repeatedly arisen on campuses nationwide. No, it shouldn't. If they're a state fucking run institution, if they're a state run institution, the Constitution applies. There is no restriction on speech. So don't say what's permissible. There's no debate about it, because guess what? It's free fucking speech. Most of the colleges and universities are fucking public, not private like Harvard. So you can't say that there's a debate, because there is no debate on a public fucking university or college's freaking property. Free speech is free speech, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. You stupid fucking Marxist bitches. All three of you. Protests, even riots roiled University of California, Berkeley, Middlebury College in Vermont, and Alabama's Auburn University over appearance of and Coulter and Mile. Whoa. This was... You make it sound like the fucking Antifa little fucks were in the right, bitches. Holy fucking shit. The bell curve and author Charles Murray and white nationalist Richard Spencer. Well, first off, Richard Spencer's not per se a white nationalist. He's pro... I mean, I don't agree with a lot of things he says per se, but you're trying to label him like he's a fucking Nazi. Jesus Christ, you are fucking sleazy people. Some states are introducing legislation to protect free speech on campus. Yeah, because of the little Antifa fucks that you're trying to make sound like they're good little fucking bastards. No, they're not good. They're the ones that started the riots. They're the ones that protests. Yeah, no, they went out as protest, claiming it was protests. They were ready to fucking rumble. And when they finally get their fucking asses handed to them, because, the people that they were beating up on said, enough is enough. I've turned both cheeks on my face. I've turned my ass and had both cheeks fucking kicked. I got no cheeks left to turn, and they fought back. So, yeah, you three women are fuckwits. Meanwhile, 43% of young people have been called offensive names on the internet. Oh no! According to a national study released earlier this year by a nonpartisan think tank, Data and Society. Okay, yeah, kids are cruel. When I went to school, they called me a lot of different shit. Okay, but don't you remember? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. If you little fucking millennial fucks, because I'm assuming at least one of you, if not all three of you are millennials, you girls. And I'm sure, there's going to be a few millennials reading this. But you would know that because that's been a saying for generations. Do they not teach it anymore? And an overwhelming majority, 84%, say that they have witnessed it happening to someone else. Whoa! That math does not work! I call bullshit! Because if you only have 43% of young people, which I'd like to know your sample and everything else, because this is completely fucking skewed data here. You only have 43% of them, less than half, being called a name. But then you have almost twice, 2 percentage points away from twice the amount saying they've witnessed it. That doesn't fucking compute. Because if 43% say that it's been done to them, maybe half of that number would actually be a witness to it. If that. So you're looking at 20, we'll say 22%. We'll round up. 22%. So I'm calling bullshit. Because logic dictates that you can't have more witnesses to something like that than those who experienced it when of double. That doesn't work. All right, maybe equal, maybe a little more, but yeah, there's no way it would be double. It just defies logic. Oh wait, that's right. You people on the left don't like logic because logic always destroys your fun when you're trying to push a fucking agenda. So, I don't know why you think this makes any fucking sense. We're around memes all the time, said Wyatt Hurt, an incoming Harvard freshman from Grand Junction, Colorado, who was not involved in the meme exchange. So, somehow, you're ending up with the same sources as the Crimson. And you've got more information, so they either handed over the information or you interviewed the same people. This is starting to stink a little bit, because you actually went further and you have a quote with the location from where they are and everything. That's a little fucked up because they didn't have that in the Crimson's article. Did you actually research? Highly unlikely. I think you talked to the Crimson fucking Hannah bitch and wrote your hit piece. He says fellow students he has spoken to online overwhelmingly agree that these students should be barred from admission. Really? He says. Where's your proof? This is all feels. No proof of that. You have your First Amendment rights, but when you apply, you sign an honor code to be good and virtuous. Why would you want to have those people in our class, he asked? Good and virtuous. Okay, good and virtuous would include protecting the right of free speech, you fuckwit Wyatt. Dude, you are seriously a fucking moron. Hurt? Well, if you went to a normal fucking school, I'm sure you'd end up being hurt every day because you'd open your mouth and you'd fucking probably get smacked around by non-little leftists because you'd fucking piss them off. You'd get in their face. They'd tell you to get out of it. And, well, I'm better than you. And they'd be like, no, dude, get the fuck out of my face. And you'd probably get knocked on your ass because you seem like that type of little fuck. Because you're trying to say that the First Amendment, they should be, oh, yeah. Dude. Oh, man, you shouldn't be going to Harvard. But I'm sure, one reason why you are is because you're a leftist from the sound of things. For Monica Bulger, a researcher with Data and Society, the incident is a reminder that ignorance isn't a matter of stupidity. How does this fit in? Because this is not about ignorance. This is not about stupidity. This is about free speech. This is about a private group that someone fucking infiltrated to purposely get these people into trouble. This is about the left being shady and using what these people did when they were being dishonest and shady to try to fucking nail these people because, oh no, I heard that someone in there was doing pro-Trump stuff. I heard that someone in there was saying something that was bad about Hillary. Oh no, I heard about something making fun of feminists. Okay, and someone got pissed hearing that shit, and they fucking caused this whole fucking problem. That's what this is about. People who can't mind their own fucking business. People who have to fuck with other people's lives. People who have to try to ruin other people's lives. That's the bottom fucking line with this type of shit. She says researchers like herself are increasingly taking an interest in transgressive behavior. Oh God. Transgressive behavior among youth. Oh, God, bitch. I love that term you made up. For example, studying the motivations of cyberbullies as well as the experience of the victims. Well, considering like with what happened at VidCon, just going to because this would qualify as this, going and taking up from the center aisle over a whole section, 3 rows from the first row back, 3 rows total, and sit there to listen to Anita Sarkeesian and she sees you, okay, that would fall under cyberbullying. That would fall under your definition of what a bully is, okay? Just sitting there to listen to her. Oh my God. And them going and commenting about the vile things she said about Sargon of Akkad. Oh yeah, that's cyberbullying. Calling her out for that. Calling her out for the shit she pulled. Oh yeah, that's cyberbullying. No, that's calling her out for being a bitch. You are all fucking sleazy fucking women, all three of you girls. You're not even women, you're girls. Well, a lack of mature decision-making skills has always been a hallmark of late adolescence. Bulger says the online arena allows speech to persist, endure, and travel further. Yeah. See, it's like the days of the Founding Fathers on the note of having something last. It's just easier to do it now. You guys can't control shit on the left. You can't hide stuff that people say. You can try to fucking ruin their lives for it, like this, what happened here. Shit like that. But you can't stop it from being said. That's why you get this whole theme of self-censoring going on. Oh. It also creates a sense of distance. When I'm talking to people counseling students at the college level, she explains, they're saying that the students have a lack of awareness of the consequences of harmful messages. The students say, it's not real. It goes away. Yeah, it does. Because an adult, don't let something that someone says hurt them. Again, please refer to the old thing that you say to little kids. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But see, you leftist fucks, you can't handle that. Alright? When it comes to the whole thing, you idiots believe that unfavorable speech that you don't like is an assault on you. So, I mean, that's fucking pathetic. But, I mean, with the two articles here, I'm about to push an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm going to end it here. If you like the video, definitely like, subscribe. If you want to get more information, like an alert with all my new content as it comes out, definitely go and choose to hit that bell as well. This is the Constitutionalist Libertarian. I'm out of here. All of you have a great day.